Hi everyone, and welcome to Miracle Wednesdays. I am so grateful and thankful to be here with you today. We have something very, very fun going on. Hello. Hi everybody, welcome to Miracle Wednesdays. We are going to be talking about something very juicy today. Very juicy, very juicy, very juicy. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Course in Miracles page. I try to be here every Wednesday talking about the metaphysical principles of the Course in Miracles, how they apply to our lives, how the heck to practice it and live it in our lives. So welcome everyone. Today I feel hi Rosie, good afternoon sweetheart, welcome. Hi everyone from Florida. Naples, Florida. It's a beautiful day today. Beautiful day today. Hi, everyone. Hola, hola, hola. So I was guided to, I wanted to just share a personal story about my life. Hi, come from love. How are you? Hello. Welcome. So I was guided to want to share a personal story today. I wanted to go deep into I get a lot of feedback and emails and from people. Hi from Belgium. Hi everyone. Welcome. I get a lot of feedback and messages from people that they really love my authenticity. They love how I share my stories. I'm very vulnerable and how I'm able to get over things. And you know, I've heard from you all that hundreds, thousands of women could relate to my story. So I figured I would share with you something that's very, 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 very true to my heart. Something that I struggled with which I know that many of you struggle with. And it's just, we all struggle with this. And that is codependency. Codependency meaning looking for our happiness outside of ourselves, being codependent on someone to fulfill our needs, to make us happy, to fill our cup, to make us feel perfect, whole, and complete. So codependency is something that us as a society, as humans, we really struggle with. So I wanted to really bring this to the table today because can you relate to codependency? And that codependency could be on relationships. So that would be men, women, whoever you're in relationship with. It could be codependency with a family member, and it could be codependency with money. It could be a dependency on alcohol, drugs, whatever. So I really want to bring this to the forefront because I feel if I can share my story about being addicted to something and me being addicted to relationships, so that's particularly what I'm going to talk about, being addicted to relationships, being addicted to wanting someone to complete me, looking for love outside of myself, feeling very unbalanced, feeling very anxious when I would be in relationships or when I was looking for a relationship. So this is something that I struggled with for most of my adult life. I feel that when I really started to practice the course and started the narrative of love in my mind, began to have more confidence in my true self, when I began to have a healthy relationship with myself, eventually I did bring an amazing soul into my life, and we were married in 2017, and we have a beautiful child. His name is Ari, and he's going to be 4 next month. So, but I went through so much caca to get to where I am today. And to be in relationship, in a marriage, and not have that codependency. Like to be in a marriage and not have to feel that I need this to work, or I need to be this person, or this person needs to complete me. So I feel that all of us can relate at some level or not. I have these flies that are coming in. They're coming into my life. So if you see me smacking my face or smacking the cameras, that I'm not smacking you, I'm smacking the fly that is trying to get into my life. So how many of you can relate to this theme of codependency? And it could be to anything. Okay, so I'm going to start with a really short excerpt from my book, Live Your Happy. Yes, Mulan, I am in Florida. I'm in Naples, Florida. So I'm going to read this real short little excerpt, and then I'm going to get into the flow of what comes through. So let's see here. So you might be wondering what happened, what changed that allowed me to recognize that I was the love of my life. Okay. And this is coming from the chapter of my book, You Are the Love of Your Life. The truth is, before this happened, I really did not have any idea how my mind worked. So one of the reasons I was codependent is that I didn't have the understanding that it was what I was thinking and believing about myself that was causing my codependency, which was I'm not worthy, which somebody needs to fill my cup, somebody outside needs to make me happy. So that was really important. I had no idea the way my mind worked. I was studying A Course in Miracles and other perspectives, but I was not experiencing what I was reading because my unconscious belief in separation prevented me from adopting a new outlook. Okay, so how many of you relate to this? That you're studying A Course in Miracles, that you're studying Kundalini, that you're studying, I don't know, a Kumbaya, Boom Boom Chow, I don't know, whatever spiritual practice you know about, and you are not really living it, or you're not experiencing it. You're still in a caca zone. You're still not living your happiness out of 10. It's like you are so struck. It's like stuck. You're like running your feet in the mud. Right? Can we all relate to this? Well, that was my journey as well. You know, studying the Course in Miracles, not having breakthroughs, continuing my patterns of looking for happiness and peace outside of myself. Okay? You are not alone. You are not alone. That's why I'm sharing my story, because you're not alone. All right, let's continue here. So what made the difference is that I finally became ready to be happy. Okay, that's a very important statement. I finally became ready. The Course in Miracles talks about all I need is a little bit of willingness and miracles happen. So we need to have that big fat willingness, as I like to say. The Course in Miracles says little willingness. I say big fat kahuna willingness, just to be funny, because this world is so upside down, that you want to really, there has to be something within you that's willing to become so uncompromising and stop making exceptions that you want to get to that point. Luna Rose, yes, I have I have the Virgin Mary in back of me, as you can see back there. I just love it. Hi everyone. I love how everybody's coming in. Hi Betsy, I see you coming in there. So that's why codependency comes up a lot, because we are thinking and believing, our thoughts are believing that something outside of us could complete us, and something outside of us can make us whole. All right, let's continue here. I had to finally become ready to be happy. So one of the key tricks to codependency is the willingness to want to change that, is the willingness to recognize that you are the love of your life, to recognize that the only marriage is a marriage you have to yourself ultimately, and you need to keep your vows to yourself. The vows to yourself of taking responsibility, the vow of not being the victim, the vow of understanding that you are responsible for your perception, okay? Fear or love, fear or love, okay? So, I had to decide to choose happiness, and only I could do so, all right? Only you could do so. The only way you're going to really heal your codependency, of course, counseling is suggested and such, but you have to understand that everything begins and ends with you, all right? So, I could, and it says here, books and courses could not decide it for me. Books and courses cannot decide it for me. We are each the decision maker in our own lives, and when we tap into the power, we are ready to become and rumble in miracles. We're ready to rumble in miracles. Okay, so that being said, nothing outside of you, okay, no matter how many books you read, no matter how many Course in Miracles workbook lessons you do, no matter how much kumbaya you do, no matter how much you do, no matter how much you do, no matter how many candles you light or incense you light or sound bowls you try to play, and you are not wholeheartedly committed to this practice, these characteristics of the miracle worker, you will not be able to have that breakthrough, because you want to really dedicate yourself to the characteristics of your true self. What are those characteristics? The characteristics are taking responsibility for your life, understanding that everything starts and ends with you, non-victimization, playing the non-victim role. You know, I'm not a victim of my circumstances. I am not a body. I am free. Okay. I love this. You guys, I am on fire today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your fire. You guys are, you know, fire. So Other characteristics are forgiveness, the power of forgiveness, the characteristics of the understanding that you are whole, perfect, and complete, the characteristics of not needing to be right. So all these characteristics of the miracle worker help with that codependency. So what I was able to do is that I was addicted to relationships. I was addicted to being in relationships. I had to always have a partner in my life. I always needed to be with a man in my life. And this man needed to fill my cup. This man was my everything. He was my savior. He was my salvation. Okay? This is what we do. This is what we do. Thank you guys for your badges. I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys know you can make donations on here through badges. Just click the badge button and you can do your donation through there. So thank you for whoever just donated. Helistic. Renee, thank you for your badge, girlfriend. You're so sweet. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, keep them coming, keep them coming. So, since I was addicted to relationships, it's something that I suffered all my life. I had to be ready to let go of that addiction, and I needed help. So the help that I needed was to begin to be aligned to my promises to myself. So what does that mean? I am going to show up in my life according to love, to wholehearted love. Because before is I am love, but I want to look for love outside of myself. But no, I am committed to that. I'm committed to understanding that love. All right. So what I had to do was I had to stop my addiction. Okay. Thank you so much, Mulan. I believe many women are codependent. Thank you for sharing this topic. Yeah. Not only are we so codependent, Mulan, just women, men, we're all codependent on something. And it could be men, women, it could be drugs, it could be codependency on money. So the whole point here is to really let go of, thank you, Christopher Boris, for the badge. Thank you, sweetheart. So the key here is what I began to do is I began to break old patterns. And there's a story that I share in my book of the Buddha guy, of where I broke a huge pattern, of where I let go of that codependency on this person. I let go of the need to have somebody love me, or I need to convince somebody to love me. How many of us try to convince people to love us? How many of us are in relationships and want to convince someone to love you, want to convince somebody to, oh my God, or I can change you, or let me make you realize how good I am. You'll never be able to, because that person has its own story about you. That person has its own script, that has its own stuff going on in their minds. It has nothing to do with you. It's never personal. So when I got the joke and I understood, wow, this is such a spiral, and I keep on looking, I think I swallowed a fly. I need to get water. Give me a second. I could swear I swallowed a fly. That fly, thank you, fly. So excited. I just swallowed a fly. I could feel it right here. It's like one of those gnats. The gnats, oh my God, they've been in my plants. Well, I hope you're in good company there, Nat. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. So where was I? So coming back, let me get centered a second. So what happened is that eventually I had the realization with practicing non-victimization, responsibility, forgiveness. I realized that the love that I was searching for so much everywhere in relationships and everything, there was a realization that I began to have. And the realization is that all the love that I have been searching for, I already had it. Because the love that I was searching for was the love of my Father, thinking I can find the love of my Father in humans and beings, in people. And the love that I have been searching for was already there, which is the love of my Father. And the only love and the only assurance, the only thing that is ever going to fill my cup and the recognition that I'm whole and complete is the realization of who I am in God. And when I understand and have the realization of who I am in God, and that nothing outside ultimately can complete me because I am already complete, I am free. I am free. So when I got married, that's a good time for me to see where I'm at with my codependency, right? And I realized at the beginning of my marriage, especially after I had my child and there was space, I can see old patterns from the past, and I became very codependent again. And it was a very, very, very hard time for me. And I was stuck in the mud because I was replaying old tapes and abandonment issues. And I could swear that my marriage was going to go to hell, really. But I did one thing, and that was I worked on myself. I didn't look to my partner. I didn't look to my husband. I worked on myself. I got my stuff together. And I did the work. I meditated. I asked Spirit for guidance. I was constantly questioning myself. I was constantly working on it. I allowed myself to be a hot mess. I allowed my emotions to run through me. I allowed myself to be. And I began to have this big connection and love for myself and confidence until I was able to turn it around with questioning my thoughts with Spirit, that I began to be okay with not having to have that hold on this needs to be forever. It's letting go of this needs to be forever, or I need to be with this person forever, because that's not love. So the prayer is, I want to know, Spirit, what real love is. And real love has no attachments. Real love wants your partner or whatever is outside of you to be wherever it wants to be, because that is love. Love is not grabbing. Love is not be with me. Love is not you need to fulfill your function here. You need to, play the role that I've assigned to you. And if you don't play the role that I've assigned to you, you're wrong. You're not good. You're not, fulfilling my needs. So this is ego love. Thank you guys for the badges. You guys are so sweet. I've gotten 2 badges today. Okay. So what I did is I owned myself in my relationship with my husband, in my relationship with myself. I am married to myself. I have a marriage with myself. And that is what is the most important. And this doesn't need to be forever. I don't need to be married forever. I love my marriage, but I love my husband, and I love him so much that if he doesn't want to be in this relationship, I love him all the way out the door. The fly again. So that is what true love is. Love is not needy. Love is not attachment. Love is not, let me grab on. Love is free. And then you have acceptance of what is, this is exactly perfect the way it is. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be with this person because I am. And I know that I'm not supposed to be this person because it's not working, or it's not in alignment, and that's good. So it's been a long road for me. It's been a long journey. And the confidence that I feel in my relationship, in my marriage, I know has come from my commitment to letting go of this codependency and to begin to be dependent on God, to be dependent on Spirit, to lay down in Spirit's arms, to lay down in God's arms, because I don't know anything. Like, I don't know anything. I don't know what anything is for. Show me, Spirit, what it is for, because I don't know. Show me the way. I don't want to control. I don't want to manipulate. I don't want things to be my way. I want it to be God's way. May God's will be done. The codependency, you begin to have like this love for yourself and begin the need of things outside of you to play the role that you want them to play. And you begin to let go and be like, I'm taking care of my side of the court. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to eat healthy, or I'm going to meditate regularly, or I'm going to dedicate myself to my spiritual practice morning and evening. I'm going to dedicate myself to channeling spirit. I have so many classes on channeling spirit, guys. Just look me up on my website, mariafelipe.org. I have so many classes on channeling spirit. I do spiritual counseling one-on-one on channeling spirit. If I can support you, let me know. So I just invite you guys to just really understand, to really understand these principles and to begin to put them into practice. Okay? So I'm going to let you guys go because I am at 30 minutes. Oh my God, my itchy eye. I have to let you guys go. But if you want, next Wednesday, we can do a little Q&A here. And talk more. All right. Let's pray. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God, for this live. Thank you for the subject of codependency. And Spirit, we invite you to come into our hearts and to guide us and to give us clarity and to, the understanding of that we're whole and complete already. That there's nothing lacking, that there's nothing wrong, that everything's perfect, that everything's good, that all is well. Let us remember that, Spirit. Let us recognize that this is it. That we're not bad and we're not going to hell, and all these incredible things that are true about our true nature. And we just surrender to you, Spirit. So anybody that has a heavy heart today, anybody that's going through codependency, anybody that doesn't have things resolved, I invite you now to put it on the altar. Just put it on the altar now and just trust and know that there's nothing wrong here, and that you wanting things to be different is what hurts you. But first acceptance, then clarity, and then from there it's game on. All right, everyone, have a beautiful day filled with love and light. Until next time, bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I have my class coming up on acceptance. I feel has everything to do with codependency, acceptance, all is well. And it's going to be like next week, not this Friday, next Friday. It's high value, low cost. Check my link on Linktree. Sign up for the class. It's going to go very, very deep on codependency, because when we have acceptance, our codependency starts to have a miraculous shift. So I'll see you guys there at the workshop. I totally forgot to say that. But registration's open. It just opened yesterday. Okay. My page, Tanya Peterson, thank you for asking. It's mariafelipe.org. I'll put it here. But anyways, it's on my Linktree on this profile. So if you just click my profile, you'll find my website there, mariafelipe.org. Yes, guys, please reach out to me if you need mentorship, if you want to do one-on-ones. I'm so here. I love my work. I love what I do. And yeah, I'm grateful. Bye, Tanya. Thank you. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Big kiss. Bye-bye.